Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video because I just purchased 2 palettes from Juvia's place. I've been wanting these palettes for a very long time and I just had never gotten around to ordering them. And then before Christmas they had a really good deal on where some of the palettes were already on sale and then they give you an extra 50% off using a promo code. So I scooped up 2 palettes. So I'm going to do some swatches for you today, and then I'm also going to do an eye look. So let's get started. The first palette that I picked up is the Magic palette. This one has been out for a while, and I like that on the back of the packaging it has little about the palette. So this one says opposites attract. The Magic palette was inspired by the moon and sun goddesses of the wilds. A beautiful fusion of cool and warm tones, vibrantly infused with 16 ultra pressed pigments, perfect for day to nighttime looks. So I'll show you what this one looks like. So it's just cardboard packaging, which feels pretty good and sturdy. And then, oh, it has a little plastic protector in there. And can I just say that Juvia's place knows how to send a package. These came in a pretty good sized box. They are wrapped in bubble wrap inside of this packaging. And then they wrapped the 2 palettes in foam, and then they put tons of styrofoam peanuts in the box as well. So there was no way that these were going to get damaged in the process of shipping, which was amazing. So this is the Magic palette, and this is what it looks like. So I've seen these palettes before on YouTube channels and on Snapchat and Instagram stories and stuff, and I can tell you right now that seeing them on screen does not do them justice. Like, the second I opened this yesterday, I was blown away at how beautiful these look. They look nice on screen, but in person, they are gorgeous. I'm gonna do a couple swatches. This is my first time touching them. Wow. Wow, these are so pigmented. Oh my goodness, you guys. These are so beautiful. I definitely already put those too far apart for me to swatch these all on one hand or one arm. These are so buttery and smooth, even the matte shades, which is pretty incredible. Whoa! Do you see this dark green? That is intense. I am super impressed with this formula so far. I've heard about the pigmentation from people before, but this is just blowing my mind. Okay, I'm gonna move over to the other arm because I ran out of room already. Wow. I might have to use that green in my eyeshadow look today. That is so, like, it's like emerald green. It is so intense and so beautiful. You guys, I'm already hooked. I should have ordered more palettes. Okay, this color looks like it's gonna be beautiful for all over the lid. Ooh, that red. Oh my goodness, look at that red. Okay, so this dark blue in the palette feels a little more gritty than the other mattes, but it looks pretty pigmented. That's a shade that you're not even gonna see because it's basically my skin tone. Wow, that red. I need to come up with more adjectives for describing makeup because it's always pretty and beautiful and gorgeous. So pigmented, so buttery, smooth, soft, gorgeous. So those are all the swatches of the Magic palette. The second palette I picked up is one of their newer palettes, and it's called the Zulu palette. And this one's a smaller one. This one only has 9 shades in it. And on the back it says, "Art is life." The ambiance of the Zulu eyeshadow palette takes on a new character. It exemplifies the rich arts of the Ndebele, N-D-E-B-E-L-E, Ndebele, I butchered that. People of South Africa, embodied with colorful symmetry and precision, a limitless expression of self through eccentric hues, earth tones, and exotic metallic shades. And again, there's a protector sheet in there. And then these colors, ooh, this is a bright palette. This is so beautiful. Most of these shades are matte. The blue, the green, and this pinky gold one down here are the 3 shimmers in the palette, and the rest of them are all matte, which I'm really excited about because I do not have any bright colors like this that are matte. Okay, let's see if I can get all 9 of these on one arm. Ooh, think these ones are even softer than the last palette. Ooh, that pink has gold reflex in it and it's gorgeous. I definitely don't have a color like that. That reminds me of like tropical flavored ice cream in the summer. Wow. Okay, the blue that I'm about to swatch looks so intense and gorgeous. It makes me want to go swimming in some very tropical place. Okay, this is like the one neutral tone in the palette. This brown. And then the rest are just, oh. Wow. I'm officially obsessed with this palette. I haven't even put it on my eyes yet, but I can tell I am 100% sold. This is so pretty. And like I said, I don't have anything this bright and exciting in my collection. Guys, these colors. Another thing I wanted to quickly mention is all of the Juvia's Place eyeshadow palettes are cruelty-free and vegan if that's important to you. Not only are you getting an amazing super pigmented product for a pretty good price. Their palettes range from about $20 to $35, and they always have bundles where you can buy multiple eyeshadow palettes together. And I notice that quite often their palettes are on sale too, so you can definitely snag them for a really good price. And then for them to be vegan and cruelty-free is just a plus on top of that. Now I have the challenge of deciding what to put on my eyes. One thing I want to point out is all the eyeshadows on this palette are named. The eyeshadows on this palette are not. There's no names on the box, no names on the back of the palette, no names whatsoever on here. This one, you can see the names are printed underneath each shade. So I'm not sure why the inconsistency. It is what it is. I'm just gonna start and see where it takes me. I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit. So I'm gonna take my MAC paint pot in Painterly. To set that, I'm gonna use the shade Kessie that I said would be perfect for setting my lids with. Okay, so that's a little bit darker than I imagined it to be, so this would actually be a really good first transition shade because it's just a shade and like maybe a shade and a half darker than my skin. So this would actually be really good to put in my crease to help blend other colors into. I mean, it's not too bad as a shadow for setting, but I would prefer something just a little bit lighter. Next, I'm going to take the shade Nana, which is this really nice brown shade. It's got a little bit of a orangey undertone. It's a little bit warm, which is not something I typically go for in a transition shade, but this seems to be the next logical step in these palettes. So taking a big fluffy crease brush, dabbing a little bit on there. I'm definitely gonna pat that off because I don't want too much pigment right away. And I'm gonna start sticking that in the crease. Yeah, that's not too bad. Oh, it definitely builds up quick though. I haven't put any more product on my brush, but just pressing a little bit harder, it's definitely building up pretty nicely. It's actually really pretty. It's not as warm as I thought it was going to be. Now I'm going to take a smaller blending brush and I'm going to go into the Zulu palette. I'm going to pick up this dark brown to deepen that outer corner a bit. It's actually not as dark as I was expecting, although I did tap off a lot of pigment. I'm going to go in with a little bit more, darken it up. There we go. These blend out really, really nice. Okay, I'm gonna try dipping into this gorgeous green. It's called Buzzo. And now I want to do kind of a cut crease effect, but I want to see how pigmented this is without having to cut it out with a concealer first. So I am going to dip into it and then dampen it with some setting spray. So I got some pigment on there. I'm just gonna spray it and, whew, wow. I'm going to dip in for a little bit more. That is some intense green. Picking up some more and spraying it again. Like, look at that. I'm going to go back in with my blending brush and kind of blend out the edges a little bit. So there is a little bit of fallout with these shadows, but it's not too bad. Typically I do my eye makeup before doing my face makeup, but I had to go out this morning and didn't want to bare face. So face makeup first is just how it went today. Okay, I want to add one more thing to this. I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to dip into this gorgeous blue shade. I'm going to stick it in my inner corner on top of that green. Ooh. So just a subtle blue to that. I didn't spray this color. I just wanted a little bit of a blue tinge to the inner corner. I want to try out one of these really intense matte shades. I think I'm going to go in with the purple shade, but first I want to go in with that brown that we first used and set that on as a base before I put the purple on. I'm just going to run that underneath the eye, and then I'm going to go into that purple shade. The same brush. Okay, so I think having that brown underneath kind of muted it a little bit. I'm going to try it with the pencil brush. Get a little more intense. I mean, it's still pretty, but it's not as intense as I thought it was going to be. But again, that could be my own fault. I still can't get over this green. It's so stunning. Okay, you guys, I thoroughly enjoyed playing with these palettes. I think I'm going to have way too much fun using these bright, bold colors. And the shimmers in these are just so pigmented. I can't get over the pigmentation on these. Like, the fact that I could do a cut crease without having to carve it out with any concealer first was just amazing. I am so impressed. I realize that I've only played with them one time so far, but at this point I would definitely recommend them. And they have several other palettes as well, so there's lots of options. So if you've been wanting to buy one of these Juvia's palettes and just haven't gotten around to it like I hadn't, I definitely recommend getting on their website and purchasing one because you will not be disappointed. At least I don't think you will. I am excited to play with these some more. Make sure you're following me on Instagram because I will definitely be doing looks with these palettes very soon, like ASAP. And I'm sure they'll be popping up in future videos as well. So stay tuned for that. If you guys aren't already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button before you leave. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.